Hello Aluxers, welcome back. In today's video, we're focusing our attention on Jimmy Donaldson. He might sound like your average next-door neighbor, but don't let his birth name deceive you. His online name is Mr. Beast, and he's amassed a YouTube following of 32.8 million subscribers at the time of this video. The North Carolina resident lists some of his biggest accomplishments as counting to 200,000, reading the dictionary, and saying Paul Logan 100,000 times. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. At just 21 years old, Mr. Beast has almost reached 5 billion views on his YouTube videos, and he shares some great insights on how you can do the same. So stay right where you are and take notes from the Beast. I mean, the best. Number 1. Mr. Beast joined YouTube on the 19th of February 2012. He was only 13 years old at the time, and his first handle was MrBeast6000. He uploaded a walkthrough video of himself playing Minecraft. He progressed to videos trying to guess the wealth of other YouTubers, but still his videos were not getting the subscribers he was hoping for. But that changed in 2017 when he released a video of himself counting to 100,000. The video garnered tens of thousands of views and put him on the YouTube map for good. He's now managed by a talent management company in Dallas called Night Media. Number 2. Mr. Beast has some crazy record-breaking stunts under his belt. It's hard to believe that a simple video of an egg became the most liked non-music video on YouTube, and you'll be rewarded for giving it a thumbs up as it continues into the most insane egg fight you'll ever come across. Mr. Beast once took the longest Uber ride in the history of Uber. Granted, Uber hasn't been around for decades, but we doubt the record will be broken anytime soon. He traveled from North Carolina to California, covering 2,256 miles in total. The trip took 40 hours. The trip cost $5,500, which means the driver made $4,100 after Uber takes their 25% commission. The driver was then tipped $5,500 to ensure his long drive back home was worth it. The challenge was actually sponsored by Quid, a virtual trading and collecting app. Number 3. Mr. Beast loves giving money away. He's earned the title YouTube's biggest philanthropist and has given away hundreds of thousands of dollars and continues to do so. Just scratching the surface of some of his big giveaways includes $10,000 to a pizza delivery guy, $10,000 to a homeless man, $50,000 to Twitch superstar Ninja, $20,000 to a waitress, free cars, groceries, household appliances, and random streamers receiving $1,000 at a time, and $100,000 to his mom. There seems to be no end to the giving nature of Mr. Beast. Number 4. Trees brought an entire YouTube community together. Mr. Beast launched a campaign in October 2019 to celebrate his channel reaching 20 million subs. His aim was to plant 20 million trees, and the hashtag Team Trees campaign was born. The campaign attracted the attention of some big names like Elon Musk, YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki, and PewDiePie, who all donated to the cause along with Jeffree Star, who contributed $50,000. The goal was to raise money by January 1st, 2020, but in less than 2 months, their goal was achieved. It seems like Mr. Beast can do no wrong, but he has been caught with a few unsavory slurs, which we'll share with you later. Number 5. The relationship between Mr. Beast and PewDiePie is classed as a bromance. PewDiePie is a Swedish YouTuber and the first individual on YouTube to get 100 million subscribers. PewDiePie and Mr. Beast have a lot of online banter between the two of them, and Mr. Beast calls himself PewDiePie's #1 hype man. Mr. Beast has always been a fan of PewDiePie, and before he even hit the big time, he uploaded videos like The History of PewDiePie in 2 minutes and How Much Money Does PewDiePie Make? When the YouTube channel T-Series was set to overtake PewDiePie in followers, Mr. Beast did everything in his power to stop that from happening. He bought billboards asking people to subscribe to PewDiePie. He advertised him at the Super Bowl when he and his affiliates wore shirts saying, "Sub to PewDiePie." In that day, PewDiePie's subscriber base grew from 50,000 to 277,000. But Mr. Beast also benefited himself, as his subs grew by 151,000 subscribers. But you can decide whether the pair are real friends or not by watching our video, 15 Signs Someone is a Fake Friend. Number 6. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Playing this game usually decides who's getting the first piece of cake or who's sitting shotgun, not who will walk away with $1 million. But when it comes to Mr. Beast, it seems that nothing is unexpected, so when he had a dream that he played a game of rock, paper, scissors with James Charles, he tagged him with, "Last night I had a dream I played James Charles in a game of rock, paper, scissors for $1 million. I woke up right before I found out if I won. I feel like this is a sign." James Charles, a YouTuber with 17.1 million subs who's worth $12 million, was quick to reply with the following, "Wow, that's crazy. I had the same dream and I think it's a sign." It's not clear when this game will take place, but we're hoping it's pretty soon. Number 7. Mr. Beast's logo is designed by Hain Creative. Lucas Hain is a Belgian-based designer who's credited with the design. You can purchase Mr. Beast apparel at shopmrbeast.com. Prices range from $25 for a simple t-shirt all the way to $55 for warm hoodies. Number 8. Homophobic slurs have been one of Mr. Beast's downfalls. He has a long history of offensive jokes and has poked fun at gay people for quite some time. He often jokes about possibly being gay, and in one video he wore a shirt which said, "I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. He defended himself by saying, "I'm just a dumb kid that makes YouTube videos." Before he was signed with Night Media, they deleted all of his old videos and posts that could be deemed offensive to create a more family-friendly version of the famous YouTuber. In an interview with online newspaper The Atlantic, Mr. Beast commented that he didn't believe that people really cared about this stuff, then requested them to print a positive story about him before cutting the call short. Within minutes after he cut the interview short, he deleted all of his Twitter posts that contained the word fag. Number 9. Mr. Beast has been accused of giving away fake money. We know that Mr. Beast gives away a lot of money, and one of his videos saw Mr. Beast opening a free bank. The bank would then loan the money to people in need, and they would never have to pay him back. Some viewers were quick to notice that his bills said motion picture rather than the United States of America, which is seen on normal tender. Mr. Beast quickly clarified the discrepancy by stating that he did it for safety and security reasons. He said it would be extremely irresponsible of him to give people real cash and have them walk outside with $10,000 on them. He would use the fake money for the video and then write the lucky recipients with a check for them to cash when it's safe to do so. Number 10. It's estimated that Mr. Beast's net worth is between $18 and $20 million. With 32.8 million subscribers, Mr. Beast's videos get a lot of traction. On average, YouTube pays roughly $3 and $5 for 1,000 views. Let's say Mr. Beast's videos received an average of 30 million views each, and then he releases 5 in a month, and we took the minimum amount of $3 for 1,000 views. He would be making an average of $450,000 a month. He earns an additional $100,000 to $200,000 for merch and sponsorships each month, taking his monthly earnings to between $550,000 and $650,000 monthly. He has donated over $1 million, and the bulk of that money came from brand deals. Mr. Beast acknowledges that he relies on the videos going viral for his own personal revenue, which will then encourage more sponsors to come on board, allowing him to be able to give away more cash. His biggest sponsors at the moment are Quid, Honey, a browser extension that finds and applies coupon codes at checkouts, Apex Legends, and Dragon City. Number 11. Mr. Beast shares some great tips on maximizing your YouTube views. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that being a YouTube celeb is all fun and games, because the planning and execution of each video takes time, patience, and a strong team to make the magic happen. Mr. Beast suggests studying the YouTube algorithm. That way, instead of it frustrating you, you can make it work for you. Viewer retention is ultra important. There's no point in getting a click and your viewer signing out quickly. You'll get nothing for that. You need to make sure you keep your viewer right to the end. Don't have a mindset of, how can I put the least amount of effort into it and get the maximum amount of views? Instead, spend time on each part of the video and know that you've given that video your all. And lastly, spend time brainstorming. Seek out help and get your friends and family involved, because you wouldn't want to miss out on some incredible ideas just because you're trying to do it all alone. Number 12. Mr. Beast stays in the running. He keeps his stunts fresh and relevant and recently took part in the 2020 Myrtle Beach Marathon wearing the world's largest shoes. The video is called "I Ran a Marathon in the World's Largest Shoes," and he and his team ran the 26 miles in custom-made size 40 shoes, which cost $12,000 a pair. By the time his friend Carl had completed the marathon, the boys were only 3.3 miles into the race. It took them 2 days, countless blisters, several stops and naps, and loads of encouragement to complete the marathon. This unique stunt garnered him 9 million views in less than 24 hours after posting. Number 13. ZHC gave MrBeast a customized Tesla. ZHC is an American comic book artist that uses pencils and inks and teaches people how to draw on YouTube, among other things. He has 9.63 million subs on YouTube and gifted MrBeast with a customized Tesla with his logo on it. Sadly, MrBeast wasn't able to keep the vehicle because it attracted too much attention to him. MrBeast already had a home invasion and has problems with stalkers, so he prefers not to attract any unwarranted attention. So he chose to let his partners, Chris and Chandler, rock, paper, scissors it out, and Chris walked away with a gorgeous blue custom Tesla. Number 14. Could MrBeast be faking his videos? That's what YouTuber FlyDoesY2 claims on a 25-minute video. The video was titled, "My Experience Editing for MrBeast. Worst Week of My Life." He claims that MrBeast only showed up to record an intro and an outro and left the filming up to other people. He said the entire crew working for MrBeast were miserable and that MrBeast didn't even talk to him. So, YouTube channel Drama Alert interviewed MrBeast about these accusations, only to discover that MrBeast struggles with Crohn's disease, and it was true he wasn't at the entire filming for certain videos because he wasn't well at the time. MrBeast feels that FlyDoesY2 had malicious intent, because if he hadn't, he would have spoken directly to him if he had any true concerns about the show. Number 15. MrBeast has been criticized for using clickbait to gain subs and money. Another YouTuber, IOX, claims to have caught MrBeast using fake gift card giveaways to increase his number of subscribers. The story hasn't been found conclusive, but it does throw a damper on MrBeast's almost squeaky clean image. And there you have it, Aluxers, 15 things you didn't know about MrBeast. Now before you go, we're curious. MrBeast has done some crazy stunts like going around a Ferris wheel 1,000 times, going through a drive-thru 1,000 times, and walking into a store with 100 dinosaurs. We want to know which stunt was your favorite. Tell us all about it in the comments. And of course, Aluxers, we appreciate you for staying with us right until the end. So to say thank you, here's a bonus fact just for you. With many of these great tree planting campaigns, there's initially great hype around it, and then the story fades into oblivion. PewDiePie decided to follow up on the planting to make sure all the money was being used properly, and he was happy to report that things were going well. Many trees were being planted around Baldwin Lakes State Forest in North Carolina, an area that was hit hard by flooding in 2018 by Hurricane Florence. PewDiePie encouraged MrBeast and told him to keep planting those trees. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question on our website, alux.com. Thank you for being an Aluxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.